why am I mad? You know, white people ask me, why am I so angry? And, you know, I don't have any answer for him because it'd be ridiculous for me to answer him because he couldn't understand anyway, obviously, because he asked me the question.
Do you know, have you heard any black people arming? You hear of Avon Township, Springfield Township, Waterford Township, you know, by the verse of Birmingham, that you have racist state representatives that are telling them to arm, like Coon and Harvey Lodge. You don't have, listen, if a black man was a state representative and was going around in the county telling black people to arm themselves, he would be in prison for inciting a riot.
Right.
Well, aren't there black people telling their
of
people
course
to
there are.
arm?
Self-defense.
In
the black legislature, she made the distinction
I
between
said the
black people and
black legislature.
Mm.
Sure, but if a black legislature was out in the county telling black people to arm themselves, where do you think they'd be now?
if they got into jail before they killed him.
Before they killed him. But Harvey Lodge and Coon is jumping all over the county, and they're a big deal.
You know, in the 400 years that I've existed there, 3 years, you know, 3 generations within my own family, why don't you know what I'm like? What is it so new in 1968 or, you know, in the 60s that you've got to learn? Because my grandfather was born, you know, he's 90. My mother was ready for integration. You know, she's middle-class Negro. Now, all of a sudden, you come to me and you say, you know, communicate with me. Hell, I've been here all the time.
And we've been
Where were you?
Communicate.
You know, what do I have to say to you? The most advanced nation in the world. It has to be resolved. It has to be resolved because I want my children to have an answer. If not me, I personally prefer that I have an answer. You know, I don't have, you know, I like to think I don't have my lifetime to waste on this.
You think we're going to the gas chambers like the Jews did? You're insane.
We're not going to be.
I'm not going to be singing and praying and going to the gas chambers. And, you know, it's a very real possibility. You know, people talk about genocide. A lot of people talk about it, especially now. And a lot of people don't believe it. But it's a very real factor. It's a very real factor. And white people arming themselves to bring this thing about. And it's a very real thing, and black people decide they're not going to the gas chambers on their knees.
This is what some discussion came up in the chambers of the city commission, and someone said something about 25 million black people, and you could hear a little mumble in the background, yes, and we've got 25 million graves. This is a very real thing. This is what they're planning for us.